Hello everybody, this is Frizzle Bobber here, and welcome to race number 3 of the 2018 NASCAR Siemens National Series season. This is the Matchbox 180 at the Road Atlanta, another track that's making its first appearance in the 2018 NASCAR season, but this time in the NASCAR Siemens National Series. So as you can see here, there is number 78 at what is supposed to be a certain driver's pit box. Unfortunately, there were a few troubles I'll explain as we begin to go over. But without further ado, let's quit messing around, let's go over the starting grid. Starting on pole for today's race is Brian Priest, making his debut for the, not his debut, but his first race of the season, first start of the season, whatever. Starting alongside of him is Christopher Bell. Third place is Tyler Reddick. Fourth place is Dom Trozowski. Fifth is Edward. Sixth is John Harnimicek. 7th is Brandon Jones, 8th is Henne, 9th is Texas, 10th is Russell David, 11th is Austin Cindric, 12th is Tyler Jeske, 13th is Chase Briscoe, 14th is Michael Annette, 15th is Elliott Sadler, 16th is Ferdinand, 17th is Ty Dillon, 18th is Cole Custer, 19th is Justin Allgaier, 20th is Ryan Reed, 21st is Matt Tifft, 22nd is Bob Hunter, 23rd is Ross Chastain, 24th is Shane Lamb, 25th is Mitch Bronson, 26th is Ryan Sieg, 27th is Jeremy Clements, 28th is Vinnie Miller, 29th is Garrett Smithley, 30th is Xander Monty, 31st is Winston Rimmer, and running up the field in last place is Ernie Irvan, 32nd. So, okay, this is interesting. Okay, the field looks a bit, or the camera's a bit weird, but without further ado, let's now get the race underway. So this is another track that we are now officially going into for the 2018 NASCAR season now. So as a result of the rather boring and sausagey, what am I trying to say? After a rather boring and sausagey race at the Sebring International Raceway, there have been a few rule changes in terms of the tracks. So what's going to happen now is that whenever we come to one of these new road courses where there's a potential of being a bit of a boring race like we saw at Sebring, then there means that for testing purposes we will have a lap like set. So this means that the races at these tracks will be a certain number of laps. So for the NASCAR Siemens National Series, any race at a new road course will be 15 to 20 laps long, depending on what Aaron 2000 allows me to do. And for the NASCAR Sales Cup Series, it'll be 20 to 25 laps. So the minimum thing that I can do is going to be 15 laps here at Road Atlanta. And during testing it didn't fare super extremely well. So there's going to be a 15 lap race for race number 3 of the NASCAR Siemens National Series season. But here we are at Road Atlanta, one of America's best racetracks, at least for the GT cars. And I think the IMSA prototype cars can be as well. So yeah, the IMSA series race here. Although now NASCAR is coming here in the form of the NASCAR Siemens National Series. So of course this is going to be a bit of a test race here at Road Atlanta, but at the same time it's a championship race. So we'll see if Road Atlanta proves to be any good of a racetrack. Now, I am pleased to say that Sebring, after that sausagey race, Sebring will be dumped for next season's schedule and for the 2018 season. Of course, won't be in the 2019 season, and a few more tracks that we have planned in the schedule could go down the same path. And this track is one of them. So oh wow, looks like Dom Trozowski already getting on the rear end of Christopher Bell. Must be a bit of something from the Grand Tour 300 from Daytona. But of course, it's a bit of a similar story for the Siemens National Series guys here for the Skills Cup Series. They've tackled a super speedway, they've tackled a oval, and now they're about to tackle a road course. Green flag is underway here at Road Atlanta for the Matchbox 180. A very loud field for this race. Let's see if we can get some alternative camera angles. Looks like the TV2 camera angle is going to be a bit of a thingamajiggy. But so far now, Ryan Priest is going to pull out of the pack. It looks like most guys are double file. Looks like there's a bit of a double file battle between Christopher Bell and Tyler Reddick. Gets the two are now side by side, but Tyler Reddick might get the advantage here, and indeed he will. Tyler Reddick will not take second place. And now there's a bit of a battle between Edwin and Dom Jaworski. Looks like Dom Jaworski. Oh, look at this! Solo Sportsman's team is getting into a bit of trouble, and Hernandez off the racetrack and gonna bump into his Solo Sportsman teammate Edwin. So a couple of Solo Sports teammates getting together as they make their way through the hill. And here they are, now just navigating their way slowly but surely around the racetrack. Yeah, you can tell the cars are now beginning to fade out, which is the reason why we decided to make this race only 15 laps, just so we didn't worry that so much. Originally, this was planning on being 20 laps, but we decided to narrow it back down to 15, just so we weren't here for an insane amount of time. Anyways, let's report on, or let's talk about some stuff. So, yeah, so it looks like Ryan Preece now. Ryan Preece is in his first ever NASCAR Siemens start of the 2018 season, driving that Craftsman number 18 Toyota Camry. Yeah, Craftsman hasn't been seen in NASCAR for a considerable amount of time, but it looks like they have now came back onto the form of Ryan Preece's car. And now Ryan Preece is already taking the lead. Ryan Preece already showing why he deserves a full-time ride in the NASCAR Siemens National Series. And unfortunately for this season, we'll only be seeing Ryan Preece in the race where we won't see a bunch of couplages in the place. And since this race is away from the Skittles Cup Series race, which is at a different racetrack for this weekend, it allows none of the Skittles Cup Series drivers to race in the race. And so now instead we have a bunch of other drivers that have decided to take the position. This one is Ryan Preece, number 18 car. If we go back here a few spots, here we have John Nemechek, now the driver of the 42 for this race, as they navigate way through the corner. And here's Texodus. He's making his first start of the season. So this is Texodus. Last year, he did race at YouTube Motorsports in the NASCAR Skills Cup Series. However, due to a few sausages, for some reason Texodus decided not to run full-time in the NASCAR Skills Cup Series. Instead, he is going to be driving the over 9000 car for the races that aren't going to be fielded by Floyd Chihuahua and Vine coaches. And here's Texodus doing one of those for the first time in this race. So far, running 9th right behind his teammate Russell David. Meanwhile, the other Tobon Morse teammate Dom Tromozowski is now currently running a bit up ahead. Yep. Dom Tromozowski started to question what is the sausage of this racetrack. Oh, it seems for the most part, the points or the positions are a bit interesting. So here is Tyler Reddick now in second, as you see here. So far, Chris Bell is the only regular series driver to have won in this season. Now, of course, Bank Coaches then won at Homestead Miami Speedway, and here is Ryan Preece now. Another non-regular driver is now here competing for a win. Yep. You know, some people question, why doesn't Ryan Preece have a full-time ride? Because Ryan Preece has been racing in the NASCAR Siemens National Series for years, and he did race full-time in one season, which is why he no longer has the rookie stripes. However, he just can't seem to land a full-time ride with any of the Siemens National Series teams. And in fact, he is lucky enough to be here at Joe Gibbs Racing, driver number 18 car. And here he is making his first start of the season here at Road Atlanta. So if we take a look through the pack, so far, pretty much nothing is happening for the most part. It's basically just, it's basically just Sebring all over again, which is kind of sad. Oh, here comes Tyler Reddick, though. It looks like Tyler Reddick got a bit of a run, and he's just gonna slump behind Ryan Preece again. Oh well. I thought that Tyler Reddick was about to go for the overtake there, but nope, apparently not. So here's Tyler Reddick now just trying to catch up to the powerhouse that is Ryan Preece. Not easy though. Well, of course not. Anyways, Ryan Preece continues to lead the field, and thankfully this race isn't a million laps long, we've decided to scale this race down to 15 laps, just so in case this race was boring for whatever reason, we could scale down the length of the race so you guys weren't, you know, strategizing all day long. Like I said earlier, that's going to be the rule for the remainder of these road courses, or at least these sausage road courses for the remainder of the season. Just so we can figure out which tracks we need to dump and which tracks we'll be able to keep. Oh, this track might be a dumper because so far, Ryan Preece has been the only guy who has led any laps in this race. So, this track may be one that gets dumped because of how salty it is. Once again, this track seems to suffer from the same problem as Sebring International Raceway, as Tyler Reddick is trying to catch up to Ryan Preece, but it's not, well, it's impossible, really. And also, here's Dom-John Wazowski. He might try to make up some ground, because Dom-John Wazowski, he did wind up with a crunch sub car as a result of the Homestead race, but his car is now intact for the time being. He is now trying to catch up to the rest of the pack. So here's now Christopher Bell trying to chase down Tyler Reddick. Meanwhile, Ryan Preece now leading. But Tyler Reddick, however, is doing everything in his power to try to catch up to Ryan Preece, but it's certainly not an easy task. Oh, what's this? It looks like the field is slowed down. It looks like that we've had a caution. Yes, indeed, we have. A caution has come out of Road Atlanta for the first time today, and therefore the field will be lining up behind the pace car. Not sure what the caution was for, but it was definitely for some reason. Just not sure what the reason was, though. Yeah. All the impossibility to overtake here is kind of what draws the track back down. By the way, we have had a caution, so let's now rewind time and see exactly how this caution occurs. So first caution here at Sebring. I mean, not Sebring. I said Sebring because this track is so similar to Sebring. At least in how it behaves. Don't know where it happened though. Okay, so the caution comes out for I don't know why actually. The caution just come out. Is there a reason for the caution? Oh, I noticed that Cole Custer was on pit road there, so maybe he got involved with something. Let's see what happened with Cole Custer. If we just get back to his angle. Looks like Cole Custer was racing along the track, and then he must have ran into a problem of some kind. I don't know if he was spun out or oh. Okay, a blown engine apparently. Okay, because I'm not sure how long amount of time that the pace car had its lights turned on, so we're going to rewind time until the point where the lights actually came on. And I think it is most likely due to the fact that Cole Custer has now wound up with a blown engine. If we take a look, yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it. Cole Custer, his engine blew. Yeah, Cole Custer. He blew an engine and was straight out. Oh, and also got made contact with Vinnie Miller there. So, yeah, just because Cole Custer had a blown engine and stuff. Also, I just realized if we take a look at pit lane number 2, you can tell that Ryan Preece has Smart Tricks Jr.'s pit box. The reason why that is because, well, there was a bit of a shortage. For some reason, they couldn't get a pit box that was set specifically for Ryan Preece, and they couldn't put anyone else to be the pit box either. So Furniture came along and say, we'll lend a spare pit box for Ryan Preece for the racing. So that's exactly what they did. True story, totally not false because I forgot to do the thingamajiggies, but you don't really care, do you now? So therefore, the field will line up behind the pace car, and we will have to do a restart. So the field's gonna be lining up accordingly behind the pace car. But Cole Custer might just be out of this race now. Let's just fast forward just a bit to see exactly what is happening. It looks like the field for the most part is now just lining up behind the pace car. And we will eventually be restarting single file in the race. So, a turn of events that means nothing for the most part. So that's lovely, isn't it? So the field will line up behind the pace car accordingly. And we'll see if some of these guys come down a pit road or not. It is possible, but I'm not sure. So Coke. Oh yeah, so Ryan Preece not going down a pit road. Tyler Reddick, however, is not. Although some of these, or lots of these guys are going down pit road. Tommy Jitsky not. Yep, some choosing to go down pit road, some choosing not to go down pit road. Huh. Yep, literally all these guys are coming out, coming down pit road. So it looks like literally the entire field, except for a few cars, are now coming down on the pit road for a change of fuel and tires. If we go back up to Ryan Preece, it looks like he's going to get beaten by Edward off of pit road. So the field will soon be lining up behind the pace car accordingly. Alrighty. So, lots of these guys will be pulling up behind the pace car. Duh. That was a bit of a silly statement. Looks like Tyler Reddick, Ty Majeski, and Ferdinand are 1, 2, and 3. So, 3 rookie drivers. Except only 2 of them are actually could be full-time. One of them is just here for the fun of it. No. Because Nia and Rebecca are at a rather different location, so Ferdinand has now stepped up and is making his, actually, Siemens Next Series debut for the most part. In fact, I think this is Ferdinand's first ever race. And, at least I believe he is. Either way, Ferdinand is here. So some drivers are now about to pull up behind the pace car. It looks like that the caution lights are out. It almost seems as if that the caution lights only stay out for a certain amount of time on these road courses. I'm not sure if that's a rule or something or what. But either way, the field will line up behind the pace car accordingly. Let's see if anyone can do it right or if someone does it wrong. It looks like Ryan Preece is having a few problems here and there. Or he's just doing something. Either way, it looks like the field might just restart like this. While some more drivers are continuing to come down. It looks like the... Oh! And Justin Allgaier has a problem. That's going to cost him a couple of decisions. Let's get back to the front field. Let's not the restart somehow. So Tyler Reddick now in first place. Looks like the field is going to be single file. And green flag is back underway at Atlanta. So a new leader in first place being Tyler Reddick. But a lot of these guys are now attempting to come back. And the field's going a bit slow. Okay, did we seriously just have yet another caution on the... It looks like we have. I'm taking a look at the pace car just to make sure. We get a view of the pace car. No, what's... Wait, so why is the field running in slow motion? Okay, for some Alright. Okay, for some reason the field just started off in slow motion. Let's try that again. Go away, Windows 10. No one likes you. Alright, so that was really weird. I guess everyone was just going in slow motion. I couldn't tell why the field was going so slow. But, okay, the caution hasn't come out. It's just the field is just as slow as a snail when they come off of the restart, which is weird. Oh well. I guess something just happened. Well, the field's up to speed now. Hey, look at this. The two Tobon Motorsports drivers are right next to each other. Here's Russell having a battle with his teammate Dom Tuwazowski. Oh, and look at that! Russell David gets spun around by his own teammate Dom Tuwazowski. Holy moly! It's a teammate takeout No yellow flag, though. At least I don't think we have a yellow flag. Nope, we say green. Whoopsie daisy. Wow, okay, so that was weird. Let's just, yeah, let's take a look at the times here. But holy moly! A teammate takeout between the two Toban Motorsports drivers, Dom Wazowski and Russell David. Let's take a look at that spin again from the helicopter view. It looks as if that there's going to be no caution out, though, and that was just a spin, as Russell David was able to keep this car going. But if we take a look at that here, it looks like Russell and Domtron were coming through the downhill portion, and it looks like that Russell got caught up with Dom Wazowski, and the two were slowed down by a bunch, and the two drivers are now, it looks like the two drivers are able to get their cars going with a bit of an involvement with Brandon Jones. So while the two drivers are able to save their cars, they only just do it. And the field is going as slow as a snail. Looks like the okay, that was weird. The field just came to a standstill. Okay, this is a weird race. This race is only 15 laps and what? Yeah, I don't know what's happening in this race, to be honest. The field there went as slow as a snail. Yeah, this is a weird race I just learned. Looks like these guys are all double foul, but we'll take a look back up here. So, it looks like that Ryan Preece got sick and tired of all the slow cars, and so he just ran them down. And here is now Ryan Preece going behind... I don't get it. Oh, so now the pace car comes out? Okay. Apparently the pace car was waiting 7 million years for the caution to come out. I believe the reason for that caution was because of the fact that Russell was spun out by his teammate. Let's make sure of that, however. So it looks like we rewind time. The lights are sausagizing, and eventually, yeah, so eventually the lights do come out on the pace car. And I do believe that the reason for this was because of the teammate takeout. Oh, it was actually for a few incidents, actually. It looks like that there was a bit of a spin here. Oh, no, it wasn't actually because of... I mean, I don't think it was because... Nope, it definitely wasn't. It was actually because of this field slow up, because for some reason, the field was just going through this corner here, and then it just all came to a dead stop for no reason. And that must have been what caused the caution. I don't know why the field decided to go with Winston River getting hit by Ross Chastain. For some reason, the field just came to just a dead stop for no reason at all. So then that's what caused the caution at the end of the day. It looks like Edward wound up on pit road for some reason. So I don't know why Edward's here on pit road all of a sudden. Let's rewind time and see what happened to him. Yeah, it looks like... Okay, so what happened is that Edward just... I don't know what happened to Edward, but he just came up and he just slowed down the field by a lot. So, dear oh dear, this has become a very weird race here at Road Atlanta. I don't know what in the world is just going on at this point. This has just become one of the wackiest races that we've seen all in this entire season. Like, I don't know why in the world we've had all these sausages, but... I don't know if that's to do with the racetrack or due to the fact that everyone's just sausagizing with their positions. I don't know. This is certainly just become the weirdest race of the season. Only a couple laps in and we've already had... well, to be honest, I really know what to call it. Either way, Toban Motorsports is having a fun time with themselves. Wow, Dom Wazowski once again with a messed up rear end. Yeah. I guess silliness is happening a bit with Dom John's Apple car, you know. This is the second time that Dom John's had some problems. And of course, in both of those times, it's been with the Apple car. You know, he ran this car at Homestead, only to have his rear end crunched up. And here he is at Road Atlanta, once again with a messed up rear end. Anyways, enough taking a look at conspiracy theories, so we're gonna have to do another restart. A second restart that we're gonna have to do in about 5 or so minutes, or I don't actually know, but we're about to find out. Looks like the field has been able to get in line with each other. Oh, there's Tyler Ray going to pit road, and Ferdinand as well. You know, Tyler Reddick possibly would have won this race, though, if it weren't for the salt issue that occurred, but looks like it's not going to happen this time. And who cares if anyone's going to pit road? Okay, so yeah, some people going to pit road, some people not going to pit road. And the field will end up buying the pace car accordingly. Looks like the field's catching up to the field accordingly. Who's that? Oh, that's Tyler Reddick. Okay. Well, he's lost lots of positions. And surprisingly, he's still up here. And Ferdinand pitted as well, and so did Bob Hunter. Edwards here doing something, I don't know. But the field will end up buying the pace car accordingly, and we will just fast forward through this lap just so we don't waste too much of your time. And it looks like the caution lights have not gone out, so we will be going green next time by. It looks like the field has now lined up, well, almost. Okay. Now a bit of a problem with Texodus here. I don't know what's up with Texodus, but it looks like he's just falling out of the pack. Anyway, let's get to the meet. Let's get to the race itself. So here's Ryan Preece with already a bit of a lead over his teammate Christian Bell. And we are on the way once again at Road Atlanta. It looks like it's a messy restart for some of these guys. Dom Tromazowski still not getting away from his teammate Russell David, as you can see right here. Yeah, so here is Dom Tromazowski. Although Russell David is slightly ahead of him, however. They're going to make for an interesting race between these two. But the Tobaba Motorsports drivers, not the best of friends right now. You know? I say you know way too much, don't I? Oh, my voice isn't being drawn up by the noise. Okay, so let's see if we can go a certain amount of time without having any cautions. If the cautions come out again, then... But yeah, this is another racetrack with no organic passes either, so we're probably not going to see this track on the schedule next year. It looks like Ryan Preece going as slow as a snail. Not sure if it's because he got involved in an accident of some kind, or at least down. Has the caution come out again? I don't know. We'll just fast forward time just to make sure. And the answer to that is... no, surprisingly. Man, you can't really see the caution lights here. I just... Alright, you know what? Nothing happened there anyway, so... yeah. I know I just fast forward the race there, but literally nothing happened, so what can you do? Man, this is just a weird race. You can't even see the caution lights. Everyone's going as slow as a snail. Here's Christian Bell running a second, with Henry in third and Marco Manin in fourth. It looks like the Tobam Motorsports drivers are trying to sort each other out, but at the same time not in the sausagiest manner in the world. Oh dear, so here's Ryan Preece pulling out to an insane lead, so I might as well just say goodbye to Ryan Preece. And it looks like none of these other guys are trying to make too many passes for position. Everyone's just staying on the racing line. Okay, it looks like here comes Michael and then about to make an overtake onto Henne. Okay, it looks like the drivers back here are actually overtaking each other. So, you know when I said that Road Atlanta might be done for next season? I might give this track another shot. Because I'll be honest, we didn't quite see the most competitive race here in the world. In fact, we saw the weirdest race in the world. So... okay, here's the Tobam Motorsports teammates still not getting away from each other. But this would have been a very weird race, so... dear oh dear, I'm just lost track, but... no, it looks like people behind Ryan Preece can actually make passes, so... I think for next season, we will need to give this track another chance, I've just decided. You know, Sebring, no way we're going to see that track ever again, because that race there was rubbish. But... I don't know, it might give Road Atlanta a second chance for next season, I've just decided. Oh, it's not going to be with the Siemens National Series season. However, Looks like Elliott Sadler, however, is actually able to get past Christopher Bell. So, despite the fact that we haven't seen any lead changes, we're seeing a few organic passes for position. And here's Christopher Bell losing spots, however, and Dom Jaworski now just slowly but surely making his way around him. So, Dom Jaworski with a very crusty rear end is already about to get a better finish than he did at Homestead. So that's interesting. I also just realized you can barely see the Camaro decal on Dom Jaworski's car. I might have to fix that. But yeah, it looks like now Dom Jaworski is actually making a pass to a few of these guys. Here comes Domtron making a pass on Elliott Sadler on fourth, I think it is. So we are seeing some organically made passes for position, just not up front, however. But it looks like that Dom Jaworski has been able to kind of claw his way back. It now is in third. So I really said that Atlanta might just be dumped, but I kind of take that back. In fact, I think we might just give Atlanta another chance for next season. We're not going to take the Siemens National Series race here, but we might see something else here. But either way, here is Dom Jaworski now making up his positions. Yeah. It looks like you can barely see the words Camaro on the front end of Dom Jaworski's car. But I think you can tell that's a Camaro. But anyways, here's Michael Annett going a bit slow here. In fact, if Dom Jaworski is fast enough, he might just be able to catch up to Michael Annett in the last few laps of the race and maybe catch up to him. Oh, it seems that the drivers like to go as slow as a snail around here, which is not normal, to be honest. Either way, here is Dom Jaworski, now in third place. He got second at Daytona, and who knows, we might even see Dom Jaworski catch up to Michael Annett and maybe, get back his points lead. Because after Dom Jaworski's finish at Homestead, he did lose a spot in the point standings to Edwood, but maybe Dom Jaworski could get that spot back now today. And who knows, maybe we might even see Dom Jaworski take the points lead. How cool would that be? But a big point of up and crowd. But here's Dom Jaworski now trying to power his way up the hill. It seems these cars are just extremely slow around here. But here is Dom Jaworski now chasing down Michael Annett. We could see Dom Jaworski make an organic pass on him and maybe come home second in this race. Sure, it wouldn't be a win, but I mean, it's something to impress Dom Jaworski being a young racer. Of course, this is only his third race. Of course, well, third race number 3 of his full-time season. Domtron, he will be racing every single... Wait. Oh, Michael Annett's going down pit road. Okay, then. I guess we won't be seeing any organic passes today, so... So here is Dom Jaworski, now up to third. Nope, second. There he goes. And now Dom Jaworski has now made up some spots, is now into second place. But overall, we've seen a very wacky race here. And here is Ryan Preece, who seems to be going a bit slow. Although a lot of these guys are going a bit slow here at Road Atlanta. I don't know what's up with the really low speeds here at Road Atlanta, but there is something about them that makes this track weird. However, it looks like that Ryan Preece is pulled out to a massive lead, so unless the caution comes out, then Dom Jaworski will not be able to catch up to him and take the position back. But quite a saucy race that we've seen here at Road Atlanta. We are gonna have to give this. I've just said that we are gonna have to give this track a second chance for next season because this track isn't the worst. It's slightly better, actually, than than Sebring. However, we'll have to see for sure for next year. Because this track, it has potential. In fact, I think the only reason why we haven't seen any pass for lead was because Ryan Preece is such a powerful driver. However, we did see passes midfield. So despite the fact that Ryan Preece has led some laps, there were some midfield passes for position. And some sausage crashes, so... Oh, yeah, I'm not sure why you guys are so slow, though. I mean, this is the first race that we've had here. And the cautions come out again. On the final lap, I've just realized white flag, 1 more lap to go, followed by Crater One Bank. And it looks like that Ryan Preece was the leader there. But the caution has officially comes out, which means that the next lap will be the checkered flag. So we're calling it now. Ryan Preece wins the Matchbox 180 at Road Atlanta. So that's going to be the first race of the season that will end under the caution after a very wacky race here at Road Atlanta. We're definitely going to have to give this track a second chance for next season. Not in the Siemens next series, it's going to be a different series. But just a wacky race, however. But this race is going to end under caution, and Ryan Preece is your winner. But of course, let's now just rewind time and take a look at what happened that caused the caution. So obviously that's what happened. So it must have been another spin of some kind. Definitely was. Okay, it took a little while for the caution lights to actually come out. In fact, some of these guys were actually on pit road. And then something happened, which was, something. We've actually found, it was this. Okay, right where the caution lights come out, right about, then. Okay, so let's now circle the racetrack and see what happened. Who spun this time? Was somebody on pit road? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm fairly confused right now. Let's try to get on Ryan Preece. I don't know what was up with that sausage finish, but... Yeah, we are gonna give this track a second chance for next season, but... Oh dear, that one was a bit weird, though. So this is gonna get the weirdest race the awards so far for this season. It's also gonna be the first race that ends as a caution with Ryan Preece winning. Once again, showing the boss man that, or showing Mr. Joe Gibbs that he is a powerful driver here. So, it's a very, very, very wacky race here at Road Atlanta. We're going to have to return to this racetrack next season in a different way and see if the racing then is any better. But this race was just weird. So, even though the race is over and the caution is out, Ryan Preece will come along the front straightaway to take the checkered flag. Ryan Preece just signifying the fact that he is the race winner at Road Atlanta. Dom Driver did come home second. This is Dom Chomazowski's best finish from Daytona. Look at that. Looks like Russell was able to claw his way back up to third. So, Russell David getting his best ever finish at Road Atlanta. After a very wacky race, it looks like two of the Top Bar Motorsports drivers were able to have successful days overall. Despite the fact that Dom Chen and Russell did run into a few problems with each other on the racetrack. It looks like the both of them were eventually able to calm down about it. And now they're taking a third. So Domtron is going to get his second runner-up finish, and Russell David will be getting his best career finish of third at Road Atlanta. Who knew he would be so good at road courses? Oh, would you look at that? Another Top Bar Motorsports driver did very well. Texodus. Texodus here is in his first ever NASCAR Siemens 90 Series start, and here's Texodus now in fourth. So overall second, third, and fourth for Top Bar Motorsports. So, would you look at that? A wacky race led to a good day for the Top Bar Motorsports drivers. All three of them in this race. Being driver of the 53, the 124, and the over 9,000. Of course, Texas would prefer to be in victory lane as he is the driver of the number over 9,000 car for this race. But we might just see Texas possibly get another one here and there. Texas does have quite a few chances, as Texas will be in the number over 9,000 car for a number of races this season, that the field is now just going slow motion. I don't know what is happening in this race, however, now. This is just a mystery. The field is just going as slow as a snail and just causing confusion delay on the racetrack. Yep. And the field has died. Well. Oh, and apparently the pace car is sound all of a sudden. Holy moly, the pace car actually makes noises in here. That's a bit sound. Let's just pause. So, yeah, everyone has to come back to pit road because it seems that everyone had a field, but oh well. Who cares? So let's just go over to for Ryan Preece, the winner of the race. So that was a very sausagey race, to say the least, here at Road Atlanta. But anyways, enough socializing. Let's now give you your finished team grid. So Ryan Preece will win the race with Dom Drozowski coming home second, Russell David third, Texas fourth, Michael Annett fifth, Ty Majeski sixth, Chase Briscoe seventh, Elliott Sadler eighth, Ty Dillon ninth for once, actually finishing the top 10 and not blowing up horribly, Ryan Reed 10th, Hannah 11th, Christopher Bell 12th, Xander Monty 13th, Tyler Reddick 14th, Vinnie Miller 15th, Brandon Jones 16th, Austin Cindric 17th, Ernie Irvin 18th, Ferdinand 19th, Ross Chastain 20th, Matt Tiff 21st, Ryan Sieg 22nd, Mitch Bronson 23rd, Bob Potter 24th, Garrett Smithley 25th, Shane Lamb 26th, Justin Allgaier 27th, Edward 28th, John Nemechek 29th, Winston Rimmer 30th, Jeremy Clement 31st, and coming up dead last is Cole Custer. So that was a very sausagey race at Road Atlanta. Now the big question is, will this track be returning for the 2019 season? The answer to that is yes, but in a different form. And we'll see exactly how that works, you know. But this is going to be the only race for the season, or for the NASCAR season, at Road Atlanta. And tomorrow the Skills Cup Series race will be returning, but at a different track. So that is going to be an interesting race, to say the least. But that is all from Road Atlanta. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video.